Well, good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, December the 30th, and it's my pleasure to bring the most recent update for the City of Belleville as we deal with the COVID-19 virus outbreak. And today finds us in George Zagoras Market Square, right behind City Hall, in front of our big tree that was donated again this year, and staff have done such a great job. And it reminds us that we have a few more days left for the Festival of Lights. That will be wrapping up on January the 4th. So take an opportunity. There's about a 5-kilometer circuit that you can go. Take a look at the beautiful light display that our city staff have been working so hard on along with the committee. And we appreciate everybody's understanding and patience. We spread it out this year to allow people to be able to do it safely. And if you're able to donate a non-perishable food item for the Gleaners Food Bank, that would be great. But certainly, this will be a Christmas and a holiday season that we don't forget for many, many years, and we hope to get back to normal. Speaking of getting back to normal, I can confirm that today there are 19 active cases in the Hastings and Prince Edward Health Unit zone. Those are very good numbers. We continue to perform very, very well as a region. And while we are in this provincial-wide lockdown, I am able to say that the City of Belleville has been advocating for the provincial government to look at a return to the regional approach where there were color coding. So while the lockdown currently has us for 28 days until the 23rd of January, parts of Ontario will be reopening on January the 9th. And if our numbers stay the way they have been for the next little while, we are advocating that we be considered as an area that will allow our lives to return somewhat back to normal, to that pre-lockdown period under that color coding chart. So if you recall, prior to the province-wide lockdown, we were in the yellow, the protect zone, and that was up from the green zone that we were before. Our numbers right now are very, very good. We would be in the high greens or the yellow, low yellows, and so we'll see what occurs. But certainly, our health unit is advocating with all parts of Eastern Ontario about the fact that we have done a very good job with controlling this virus, and while we're not out of the woods yet, the measures we had in place were sufficient. So let's see how the numbers are for the next 7 to 10 days, and we'll get more information on that. Everybody on Belleville City Council recognizes that this has been a very, very difficult year, and we have done what we can to help our residents and businesses, and we really appreciate the fact that so many people have been supportive of the efforts the City of Belleville has been doing. A time like today, it's really important to recognize that it's not Belleville City Council or the mayor that has done that work, but it's the women and men who work for the City of Belleville. They work behind the scenes, operating our facilities, providing the services that are so important to residents. And I just want to take a moment and say thank you to those wonderful women and men that do it. I also want to say a particular thank you as we get to the end of the year for our communications team with the City of Belleville, Marilyn Warren and Jenna Leslie, who have done a terrific job trying to let people know what we're doing, how it's going, what to look forward to give you a little bit more sense of what's occurring, a little more clarity, a little more stability during these really, really unstable times. So for everybody that's been behind the scenes working on doing all this, I just want to say a very, very big thank you. It has been a year like no other, and it feels almost like 3 years some days, but it has been a year that we are ready to get into 2021. Speaking of which, 2021 is going to be here before we know it, so Happy New Year to everybody. The New Year's levy is canceled this year. We're not getting together traditionally, but I did have an address that I have put together, so you'll be able to hear that on January the 1st. But on January the 4th, what we did want to talk about is that we're going to start Christmas tree picking up. So take a look on the city website. Here's a schedule of different parts of the city where we'll be doing Christmas tree pickups. You just have to take your live Christmas tree, put it out at the curb, and then it'll be picked up by the city. The city will actually take that tree, we'll mulch it, and we'll use it for a grip on some of our city trails for where it's icy and snow covered to help everybody. And so it's nice to see those trees get a good piece of use before the end of their lifetime. So with that, again, I want to thank everybody who will be working over this next holiday weekend, not just people for the City of Belleville, but also our emergency services, Belleville Police, Belleville Fire, Hastings and Prince Edward staff, the paramedics, people working at the COVID-19 Assessment Center, our frontline staff in nursing homes and in hospitals. We are so grateful to all of you for doing this work on our behalf, and we want to wish you and your families a very, very happy New Year and all the best for our community as we get into 2021.